Have you ever used ChatGPT and thought, wow, this thing is smart? It writes essays, answers questions, tells jokes, even explains quantum physics. But does that mean it truly understands any of it? Noam Chomsky, one of the most influential linguists and cognitive scientists of our time, says no. And in fact, he believes the current wave of AI, though impressive, is deeply flawed at its core. Today, we're unpacking Chomsky's critique of AI and why he thinks these technologies like ChatGPT might be more artificial than intelligent. Let's start with what AI can do. Large language models like ChatGPT are trained on massive amounts of text from the internet. They don't think or reason the way humans do. They use statistical patterns to predict the next word in a sentence. That's it. So when you ask ChatGPT to write a poem or summarize a book, it's not drawing on deep understanding. It's scanning its internal database of patterns and probabilities. It's a bit like a high-powered autocomplete on steroids. Chomsky acknowledges that this is a remarkable engineering achievement. These models can mimic style, tone, even logic in some cases. But here's the catch: they have no idea what they're saying. According to Chomsky, real understanding means more than just producing grammatically correct sentences. It involves having intentions, meanings, and awareness of context. It requires a grasp of the difference between possible human language and impossible or meaningless sequences. For example, humans can instantly recognize that the sentence, "colorless green ideas sleep furiously," is grammatically correct but semantically nonsense. ChatGPT, however, doesn't actually distinguish between what makes sense and what doesn't. It just knows what's statistically likely to appear next. Chomsky calls this high-tech plagiarism. These models don't create meaning, they repackage other people's words. There's no true originality or comprehension behind what they produce. And this has implications, not just for philosophy but for how we use these tools in the real world. Chomsky's career has been devoted to understanding how humans learn and use language. His theory of generative grammar suggests that our brains are hardwired with a kind of universal grammar, a built-in capacity to generate infinite meaningful sentences using finite rules. Language, in this view, isn't just data, it's a reflection of the mind's creative structure. AI, on the other hand, doesn't learn language this way. It doesn't reason, infer, or imagine. It doesn't understand abstract ideas. It doesn't know what a dog is, or what it means to feel sad, or what makes a story compelling. This is why, for Chomsky, large language models can never be true models of human cognition. They lack the essential features that make our minds intelligent: conceptual understanding, generative capacity, and intentionality. In short, ChatGPT doesn't know what it's doing. It's brilliant mimicry, but it's not thinking. So why does this matter? Chomsky warns that treating AI systems like ChatGPT as truly intelligent or trustworthy could have serious consequences. For instance, we might use them to make decisions in medicine, law, or education, areas where human judgment and understanding are essential. If these systems produce confident-sounding answers that are wrong, biased, or nonsensical, who is responsible? He's also concerned about misinformation. AI tools can generate huge volumes of text that look credible but are completely false. This could flood public discourse with noise, making it harder to know what's real. And then there's automation. As we hand over more decisions to algorithms, we risk removing human accountability. These systems don't have ethics or empathy, they just optimize outputs. What about regulation? Can we control how AI is used? Chomsky is skeptical. He believes that corporate interests will often push these tools forward faster than regulators can catch up. Even if guidelines are put in place, enforcing them, especially across borders, is another challenge entirely. And there's a deeper issue. If we don't fully understand what these systems are doing, how can we create rules to manage them? It's a classic case of the technology running ahead of our ethical frameworks and our collective understanding. Noam Chomsky isn't saying we should stop using AI. He's not against innovation. But he is asking us to slow down, think critically, and not confuse imitation with intelligence. ChatGPT might sound smart, but sounding smart isn't the same as being smart. Real intelligence involves meaning, context, ethics, and creativity, qualities that still belong for now to humans. Thanks for watching. If this gave you something to think about, leave a comment and let us know your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe for more thoughtful takes on AI, language, and the future of technology.